Hello my lovelies and welcome back to Sauntering Tarot. This is your daily tarot reading for the 10th of October 2023 and we'll be using Leeza Robertson's Soul Cats Tarot for today's daily tarot reading. So let's see what is new for today. If I can get my tapestry to lay flat, that would be great. Alright, my lovelies, I am back. We have 11 major arcana on the table and 2 aces. So this ought to be interesting. And enough babbling, we're going to get right into the best part of your day. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, Temperance, Eight of Cups, Empress, Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Okay. Okay. You've been put on hold for quite some time. Well, let's face it. For a better part of the year, we had how many retrograde planets? Anyway, not to say that that wasn't with purpose, because us being put on hold and not being able to move freely due to the energy means we were examining things in our life, how we feel about things, how we think about things, where's the silver lining, where's the good stuff. But at the same time, that means we're looking at the good, the bad, and the ugly. All of it, everything that makes up our world, what's going for us, what we have, what we don't have, and how we think and feel about all these aspects of our life. And because we were put on hold, we had to find some semblance of balance, as well as what we would like to do about it. So what we're keeping, what was going, where does everything need to be shifted, where does everything need to be redrawn, how would we create a better life after looking at the good, the bad, and the ugly. But today, the good part about today is now you are finally moving on and cutting out the ugly. You're successfully transitioning and freeing yourself from the ugly. All that bad stuff. So if you've been wanting to make changes, if you've been wanting to literally move on, leave something behind, cut something out, oh yeah, that is what you're doing today. And you're doing it quite well. The Four of Wands here says that we are quite victorious. We are freeing ourselves in all sorts of ways. So whether this is one thing or many, oh yes, we are accomplishing much. All those plans, all those changes that have been waiting for a while, you're now starting to execute them. And doing so quite well. So in a way, I guess you could just say hoorah to that, because that's a nice positive moment. And if I'm not mistaken, this is for the 10th of October, so Pluto goes direct. Pluto, the planet of transformations, which has been in retrograde, going direct means we are now free, all this right here, to make changes, to transition, to reshape and reform our world. Oh yes, I love it. I love it a lot. Okay, let's see what is the worst part of our day. We have the Page of Cups, the Six of Wands in the reverse, the Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Lovers, and the Fool. Okay, we may not be fully capable of expressing ourselves at any given time, opportunity very well. And it's all because we've been seeking answers and using our intuition and focusing everything on doing rather than engaging emotionally with somebody. Now that's whether it's a stranger on the street, or our family, our soul tribe, our, lovers, friends, whatever. we may not be up to socializing for the day. In fact, our emotional capacity seems to be hindered. We may not be very capable of expression, and it's because we're busy doing something else. And that's all the changes and shifts that we saw in the best part of our day. We're more focused on new action, doing, making all those plans and logical choices that we've been waiting for. So that's taking up so much of our time that our connection to people, family, people that are important to us, is kind of suffering for the time being. Yeah, sad but true. So instead of focusing on other people, your attention's more on yourself and the changes you're trying to execute. So if somebody else, a friend comes into the picture and wants your attention, wants you to go here and do this, and that's not in your plans, chances are you are probably going to shoot that opportunity down, because you are not in the capacity to engage with them fully to get things that they're wanting. So instead of giving to others today, you're more focused on self and getting your own priorities and changes done. So you might cancel plans or not accept plans from others for the day. And it's because if you do that, you're going to be overtaxed trying to uphold those obligations and those connections as well. So, like I said, engaging socially or expressing your emotions to others is not your focus. It's just not your primary focus today. We're going to go ahead and jump into our obstacle, or how to get over the obstacle. As soon as I pick up a whole bunch of cards. Okay, and no big surprise, we start out with the Tower, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, Justice, the Hangman, the Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Cups. Yes. Yes, very much so. You being put on hold, you not being able to transition, you not being able to make changes, that has been your obstacle for quite some time. It's all that retrograde energy, which is now starting to alleviate, although we're now entering eclipse season, so sorry about that part. But now it's time for a shakeup, because we've got a planet going direct, we have eclipses coming, and you're now free to fully shake up your world. And yes, shake it up in a big way, to make changes, to adjust, to revamp and recreate your world the way you want it, to take the action that you've been thinking about for quite some time. All those ideas, all those opportunities, things that you wanted to take for a while, now it's the time that to execute them. You have been sitting on them, you have been planning, you've been learning, you've been finalizing those for quite some while. You've just been waiting for the opportunity to actually put it into action. And this is you basically putting it into action, shaking it up on purpose, you making the transition to correct, balance, and heal what you need to for your self-betterment, rather than just thinking about it. Now you're doing it. Yes. Very much yes. For the longest time, you have been observing, being aware, identifying problems, and thinking about how you could reshape and reform your world. All those changes that you would like to make, all the transitions you would like to make, all the things you'd like to cut out. And with each piece, it's like you've set up a domino all in a row. And now, today, You're literally pushing on one end of the domino stack and watching them all tumble. All those pieces that you've had stacked, waiting, sitting there patiently. Now you're getting all the pieces moving, and all it takes is a little nudge. I actually really do love this Tower card, by the way. It's so amusing to me that the Tower card is just a cat trying to knock something off a table. And it works. It so works with this reading. I love it. But yes, all the waiting in the wings, all the planning, all the lining up of the pieces, everything being on hold and on wait is now allowing you to execute and change a whole bunch of things all at once. The domino effect. And now, because the time is right and you've put in the work already, everything is now stacked in your favor. It is going to have a really fruitful outcome because of it. And all it takes is one little nudge. All it takes is that one action to get the dominoes moving, to force that change, and it's like it carries over and topples everything else. No more waiting. Now we're doing. And for some of you, this is going to be big, hence the double ace energy. And I love that, very much so. So let me pick up my card mess here, and I will double check the astrology. If I'm not mistaken, Pluto does go direct today. And this reading very much says that. I would be surprised if it's not in my memory correctly. So let's look at that real quick, shall we? Oh yeah, Pluto goes direct in Capricorn. So Pluto retrograde ends. So you start to see transformations picking back up again, and we clearly see it all over this reading. You focus on finishing projects, goals, directions, responsibilities, changes of structure. We literally have the Tower on the table. The moon also enters Virgo. Lots of work, tasks, chores, projects require your attention. Focus can be as effective or orderly as possible because it is Virgo. Try to make sure you take care of yourself too. And we see that a little bit right here in the worst part of our day. We're prioritizing you versus other people, hence why your relationship with others may be difficult to execute, or you may be putting those on hold in favor of yourself. So you're putting yourself first. And we have a Venus in Virgo opposite Saturn in Saturn in Pisces. And this is kind of like an either or thing with this placement. Venus and Virgo opposite Saturn and Pisces. So you spend time and energy on goals and ignore relationships, or too much time on relationship and ignore goals. Finding middle ground and not being lazy, or having overabundance of ambition is kind of key. Here we see in the worst part of our day, we're prioritizing goals. We are prioritizing self. We are prioritizing every action and change, transition that we wish to execute versus socializing. So that energy is here as well. And I did add up all your cards for the day. Everything adds up to 170, which ultimately reduces to 8 in numerology. 8 numerology is power and strength. Yes, power. This is you owning everything. This is very much a Queen of Wands energy on the table. You know what you want, you know how to get it, and you're going after it. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. I hope some of this resonated for somebody out there. And if it does, by all means, give me a big thumbs up. Feel free to let me know how you feel about it in the comments section down below. Thank you to those that do share my videos online. It helps the channel grow. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.